In less than 72 hours, thousands of people will be flooding the malls, and even more than that will be sitting at home or somewhere at least with their phones tightly gripped in their hands in anticipation on the Nike sneakers app for the military blue or industrial blue Jordan 4s. Now, thousands of pairs have already been released through early access or through the shock drop, and early access happened to be how I got my pair. Thankfully, I don't have to stress anymore, but with thousands of pairs being released, thousands and thousands and thousands of views and opinions are being flooded throughout social media. Now, whether good or bad, I'll let you be the judge of that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the quality and whether these will be a waste of your time this weekend, or if these will probably be one of the best pickups you've got thus far. But before we get into that, I need y'all to join the family by hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's content, and leave a comment down below. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Thank you for kicking it with me. If you don't know by now, I'm HG. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to join the family by hitting that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed today's content, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. And like always, the only thing I require of the family is to leave a comment down below. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into today's video about the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues, or the Industrial Blues, depending on what you want to call them. The choice is yours. But we're going to be talking about those today, with the release set to be in less than 72 hours on Saturday, May 4th. Now, up until this point, we've seen hundreds of reviews and we've seen hundreds of social media posts of people's opinions about the Military 4 Blues. And to me, it's split down the middle. It's about 50-50. Now, I think part of that is because of the myth that goes around that when Nike Sneakers app does a shock drop, they're trying to get rid of the bad pairs, so you can kind of gauge what those reviews or some of those posts were about. And then I think the other half is just the luck of the draw. But with that being said, a lot of people have high expectations, and there is a good reason as to why people have high expectations for these. Now, last year, the SB4 Pine Greens dropped, and they were met with a lot of positive responses. And that's because Jordan Brand and Nike did a little bit of retooling to what was considered a mostly uncomfortable silhouette. Y'all remember the nasty damages that the Jordan 4 heel tabs used to do to the back of the heel, and how people were saying that they were just an uncomfortable shoe to wear. So I don't know if it was Nike running out of ideas or if they were actually listening to the people and trying to be fashion forward, but they did some retooling, they changed some things around, and they added some extra padding like an SB, and thus the Pine Green SB Jordan 4s were born. Now, fast forward to 2024, and they did another version of a quote-unquote SB4 with the Bread Reimagined Jordan 4s. It got the SB treatment because we came to understand that the SB4 Pine Green treatment was going to be what they were going to do to the Jordan 4 moving forward. And if you haven't seen it, I did a video about how to size the Bread Jordan 4s or any Jordan 4 going forward. Please feel free to check that out. I think I did a pretty good job. But nevertheless, they did some retooling and people were extremely excited. So this shoe, the Bread 4 Reimagined, a lot of people were 50-50 on it because of the change of the upper. I mean, a lot of people were saying, why do we need this when 2018 we got a redo of the OG pair? It's just dumb, it's not necessary. And then the other half of people were like, these might actually be fire, I'm looking forward to them. And when actual release day came around, people were more than excited. And even those individuals that were not with these changed their minds. And I don't blame them, man. So let's not pick on those people, but hey, we told you. Now, with the Pine Green SB4s and the Bread Reimagined 4s, these military blue fours have a lot to live up to, and I was able to hit these on exclusive access, lucky for me, so I really don't have much to worry about. But let's talk about whether these will be worth your time going to pick up at the mall on May 4th, or if it's best you just pass on it and possibly wait till these go on sale. Now, with the rumors being that there's 1.7 million pairs, or between 1.7 and 1.2 million pairs, depending on what you actually believe, whether or not it's a marketing scheme by Nike to kind of get rid of the resellers and see who really wants them. Whatever your belief may be, just know that there are going to be enough pairs to go around. Now, with that being said, just taking a look at my pair of military blues, they look fine to me. Now, there is a little bit of wrinkled leather on the inside, but that is no big issue to me. Some may say that's quality control, but I'm definitely believing that that is just the way the materials settled in the midsole. Now, with quality control, there's over 1 million pairs made, so of course there are going to be a few issues with quality control. That is something you're just gonna have to expect. In order to get around those issues, let's say you did get a pair on the shot drop, or you got a pair on exclusive access and you got them in and they're not exactly what you thought they were. Because let's be honest, there's tons of people with ideas saying that these are trash, and then you have the other side that are actually saying that they don't see what the problem is. But let's say you did get a bad pair with QC issues. Do not worry, because you will be able to actually go into the mall, go talk to a sales associate, and depending on what type of time they own, if they're, having a good day or if they're on demon time, you'll be able to look at multiple pairs and decide which ones you want. You remember back in the day, well, some of my millennials, you may not remember this option, but back in the day, we all had the option to go into a store, try on a pair, and then look at as many pairs as we wanted to see if they worked. But just going over my pair really quickly, and let me grab the other one, but just looking at them, going over my pair really quickly, and just a quick review. They look good to me. Now, if you want a full review, let me know down in the comments, and I'll probably drop a video doing a full in-depth detailed review of these, and hopefully I'll have another pair to compare them to. But as far as it goes, yeah, these are fine. The toe cap looks really good. The suede on the toe cap is really nice. Now, it's not that hairy suede, so it doesn't give you much of a color change motion, but it's good nonetheless. And the toe box is good in my opinion. Now, the toe box was also another issue with collectors and with buyers because of the way it wrinkled. Now, come on. We all know that wrinkling is part of the game, and whether it wrinkles on day 1, day 2, or 6 months from now, let's be honest. That's what they're for. They're going to crease. So just wear them and enjoy them. Day 1 creasing or day 3 or week 3 creasing does not determine how good or bad the leather is. I need us to get that out of our minds. There's been plenty of shoes that have creased early and people were just like, no, this is terrible, this is garbage. And then 6 months down the line, everybody needs them when they can't get them anymore. So day 1 or day 2 creasing is not bad, even though we've seen a ton of pictures, some worse than others. That does not make for the majority. And my theory behind why sometimes shoes crease in the manner in which they do is the actual wearer. Now, whether you're a narrow foot or a wide foot, that definitely plays a role in how your shoes respond. Also, your weight or your size. I know we don't like to talk about that, and I know it's kind of taboo, but I'm here to talk about it today. That also plays a factor in how your shoes respond and mold and look at the end of the day. So those are things that we have to think about. Experiences may vary, so to speak. So yeah, just keep that in mind. In my opinion, would I suggest that you go after these come May 4th? In my opinion, it is a go with the expectation that every pair might not be perfect. People aren't perfect. Situations aren't perfect. So we can't expect our shoes to be 100% perfect either. If you don't like it, don't get it, there will always be another release that you're more excited for. But down in the comments, you let me know, what do you think? After seeing some of the pictures, did it turn you away from going after this current release? Or are you on the side like I am? Just wait and see what your pair looks like and then make your decision from there. Put it down in the comments below. In my opinion, like I said, it's a go for me. I don't know about you, but with that being said, I cannot leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Until next time, I will catch you all later. Peace.